Hello MPPNs, good morning once again. We are here to learn science, chapter number 2. The name of the chapter is Plants Living Everywhere. What was the topic you learned in chapter number 1? Do you remember? That was things essential for life. In that chapter, you had heard about air, oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, water, heat, light, minerals. In this way, there were a lot of things which are needed for the human beings and all the living beings. Now, in this chapter, what we are going to learn? We will learn about the plants only, different kinds of plants living everywhere. Here, everywhere means there are some plants which can be seen only in some area. They cannot grow in some other area. According to the area, there are certain kinds of plants which are grown. In this chapter, we will learn about them. Okay. It is part first only. We have divided this chapter into two parts. Today you will learn first part. Second part will be taught tomorrow. Okay. So shall we start? Okay, ready? First of all, we will see the contents. What are we going to learn in this chapter? What are we going to learn? See, we will learn the introduction. Then aquatic or water plants. Aquatic plants are of three types: free floating plant, fixed floating plant and underwater plant. These are the three groups of aquatic or water plants. Then the third topic is terrestrial or land plants. It has 6 divisions. What are they? Common land plant, sea coast plant, hill plant, desert plant, parasitic plant and insectivorous plants. This is what the lesson is about, but I told you we are not studying this whole chapter today. We will have only the first part. Let us see what are the topics included in the first part. Introduction. We will introduce this chapter. Then next topic is aquatic or water plants. I told you how many groups of aquatic plants are there? 3 groups. What are they? Free floating plants, fixed floating plants and underwater plants. These are the 3 types of water plants or aquatic plants. Water plants are also called aquatic plants. Aqua is a term related with water, right? You have come to know what are we going to learn in this chapter. Now it's the time to start. So you are ready, I think. Shall we start? Okay, here it starts. We will learn about plants as an introduction. You can see there are different kinds of different types of plants in this picture. From small grass to big tree, you can see flowering plants and non-flowering plants. You can see flowers are of different colors and sizes. Okay, some have some fragrance, smell, and others don't have. In this way, there are different kinds of plants found on the earth. Have a look here as an introduction about the plants. Plants are found all over the world. Plants are found everywhere. Wherever you go, you will find one or the other type of plant. They live and grow in different surroundings. These plants, it is not that all the plants grow in only one surrounding. The plants can live and grow in different surroundings. In different area, they can live and grow. Some plants grow in water, others grow on land. There are some plants which are grown only in water, but there are many of the plants which grow only on land. It means that we can find the plants both on land and in water. This is what the chapter about, right? Moving to learn about some more plants. See the picture. This whole plant is colorful. We can see red, orange, yellow, green and yellow mix. yellow and red mix. In this way, according to the region, the area, the plants develop themselves. They adjust themselves. Their living style is adjusted there. Thus they grow and live. Okay. Some plants grow in cold places, others grow in hot deserts. In the first page I told you that some plants live in water, some others live on land. And on land also there are different types of area, like some cold places are there and some hot places are there, which are known as deserts. In all these territories, in all these areas, we can find different types of plants, and these regions are called their habitats. The regions where the plants are grown, whether it is water or hot area or cold area, mountain region, wherever they grow, that area is called as its habitat, right? So moving to learn more about the plants. Now in this picture you can see another types of plants which are grown in certain area. You can understand that these are the trees which grow in the area which receive very less rainfall. That is why these plants are like this. Okay, so now let us learn about some more facts about the plants. There are 3,80,000 types of plants known today. These many types of plants are known today. How many? 3,80,000 types of plants. They can be divided into two main groups. These many plants are divided into two groups. Don't misunderstand that this is a total number of plants found on the earth. It is not the total number of plants, but it is the total number of varieties of plants, different species of plants found, like a flowering plant or tulsi, then banana, grass. In this way there are different kinds of plants. Likewise, there are 3,80,000 types of plants found in the world today, and all these plants are divided into two main groups. Have a look, what are they? Number 1, aquatic or water plants, and number 2, terrestrial or land plants. These are the two types of plants which are found on the earth. Name them. What are they? Aquatic or water plants and terrestrial or land plants. Now we are going to learn about only aquatic or water plants. Okay, tomorrow in the next part we will learn about terrestrial plant. So shall we start? Shall we move ahead now? Okay, here is about the aquatic or water plants. We are going to learn about the plants which are grown in water. Okay, plants that grow in water are called aquatic plants. What are aquatic plants? The plants that grow in water. The plants that grow in water are called aquatic plants. First plants on the earth were the water plants over 3 billion years ago. The first plant which sprouted, which grew on the earth, where was it? It was in the water. It was a water plant which took birth in the very beginning on the earth. And when was it? It was before 3 billion years ago. Okay. See the picture of some of the plants. What type of plant it is? Aquatic plant. And you can see lotus here. Yes or no? Yes. Lotus is an aquatic plant. Why it is an aquatic plant? Because it grows in water. Right? Okay, moving ahead. Aquatic plants are of three types. The plants which grow in water are of three types. What are they? Number 1, free floating plant. Number 2, fixed floating plants. And number 3, underwater plants. These are the three types of water plants or aquatic plants. Today we will learn about these three types of water plants, right? First one, Before moving to the first one, have a look on the picture. This is, what are this? Water lily. Water lily is an aquatic plant. Okay, moving to the first topic. What is the first topic? It is free floating plants. Free floating plants. Okay, aquatic plants which float on the surface of water are called free floating plants. What are the aquatic plants? The plants grow in water are called as aquatic plants, and if they are floating on the surface of the water, then they are called free floating plants. Their roots are not fixed in the soil at the bottom of the water. The root of these plants are not fixed in the soil. That is why they are known as free floating plant. Okay, have a look for the picture. These all are the examples of free floating plant. Okay, these are the aquatic plants. Shall we move ahead? We will learn some more features of free floating plants. What are they? They float because they are small, light and spongy. Free floating plants, they float on the surface of the water. Their roots are not fixed in the soil, and they float because they are small, light and spongy. Spongy means it is very soft. You can squeeze it easily. Light, it does not have any weight, and it is small. Water hyacinth, duckweed and water chestnut are free floating plants. What are the examples of free floating plants? Water hyacinth, duckweed and water chestnut are free floating plants. Look here, these are the pictures. This is water hyacinth. This one is duckweed. Okay. So moving ahead to learn about fixed floating plant. Now we will learn about fixed floating plant. Till this time we were learning about free floating plants. Their roots are not fixed in the soil. But now we are going to learn about fixed but floating plants. See the features. These plants remain fixed in the soil at the bottom of the pond by long hollow stem and deep roots. What is the difference between free floating and fixed floating plants? Free floating plants, they are moving freely. Their root is not fixed in the soil. But fixed floating plants, they remain fixed in the soil at the bottom of the pond. They remain fixed in the soil. How do they remain fixed in the soil? By long hollow stem. Hollow means there is nothing in the stem. That is an empty space, like a pipe. There is nothing inside the hollow. That is why it is lightweight. And deep roots. These plants have deep roots and long hollow stem, and their roots have been fixed in the soil. Okay. Their broad leaves float on the surface of the water. They have been fixed in the soil, and at the same time their leaves float on the surface of the water. They have, what type of leaves do they have? They have broad leaves, and these broad leaves float on the surface of the water. That is why they are known as floating plant. Fixed in the soil and floating on the surface. That is why they are known as fixed floating plant, right? Okay. Leaf stalks are spongy and filled with air. The leaf stalk of this plant are spongy and filled with air. So they don't face any problem of air also. Have a look for the photographs. These are the aquatic plants like water lily. There are many duckweed, many types of plants have been shown here. Okay, now I'll tell you something more about the fixed floating plant. Leaves have tiny pores only on their upper surface of respiration. You have learned last year that all the leaves of the plants have very small holes on the leaf. What are these holes called? Stomata. And And the leaves of fixed floating plant have stomata only on their upper surface. In the lower surface, they don't have the stomata, they don't have the hole, so water will not be filled inside, but they will get sufficient amount of air, and that is used for respiration. Water lily and lotus are fixed floating plants. What are the examples of fixed floating plant? Water lily and lotus. See the picture? This is what water lily and this is lotus. These are the examples of fixed floating plant. We have learned about two types of plants, water plants now. What are they? Free floating plant and fixed floating plant. I think there is no doubt remaining. Free floating means they are freely floating on the water because their roots are not fixed. Fixed floating plants means their roots are fixed in the soil but their leaves are floating on water. Okay, then you have to learn the examples and features also. So shall we move on to the third one? Third group of plants, aquatic plants. Okay, what is the third group of plants, aquatic plants? They are underwater plants. There are some plants which are grown under the water and some part of that can be seen outside also. These are fixed water plants. Underwater plants are fixed. They don't float. Free floating and fixed floating plants float on the surface of the water, but underwater plants do not float. They are fixed water plants. These plants remain completely immersed in water. A large part of these plants remain completely immersed in water. Okay, they have been immersed in the water. See the examples. These are the pictures which show the underwater plants. Let us continue. We will learn something more about the underwater plant. They breathe dissolved air by their entire body surface and help in keeping water clean. What do these underwater plants do? They breathe dissolved air by their entire body surface. The air is dissolved in the water and that air is inhaled by these plants and they keep the water clean. These underwater plants keep the water clean. That is why they are grown in an aquarium. These underwater plants can be grown in aquarium. Why? Because they can keep the water clean. They can make the water clean. If we grow other plants in an aquarium, what will happen? The water will get dirty after some time. But if we grow underwater plants in an aquarium, they will not create any problem. The water will be made clean by the plants itself. We don't have to do anything. Have a look for the photo now. This is an example of underwater plant. Okay. These plants have narrow ribbon-like leaves but no pores. What are the other features of this plant? They have these plants, the underwater plants have narrow ribbon-like leaves but no pore. There is no hole. Their leaves are very narrow and ribbon-like. Pondweed, tape grass and hydrilla are underwater plants. What are the examples of underwater plants? Pondweed, tape grass and hydrilla. I'll show you the pictures. This is what? Pondweed. Next one is tape grass and the other one is hydrilla. These all are the underwater plants which can make the water clean. Have you understood? Okay, so we have completed. What did we learn today? Let us have a revision. What are the topics we covered today? Have a look here. we learned about aquatic or water plants. What are aquatic or water plants? The plants which grow in water are called as aquatic or water plants. And what are the different kinds of water plants? Free floating plants. Free floating plant means the plants who are floating freely on the surface of water. Their roots are not fixed in the soil. Isn't it? Yes. Their roots are not fixed in the soil. They are known as free floating plant. Second one, what was that? Fixed floating plant. What are fixed floating plant? The plants whose roots are fixed but leaves float on the surface of the water. Okay. Third group, what are they? They are underwater plants. They grow under the water and they make the water clean. This is all what we have learned today. So I'm going to wind up the class. I think you have understood what I taught. Have you? Okay, good. If you have any doubt remaining, you go through the video again and again. Okay, and you will get some questions also. Do it in your copy. I'll provide its answers also. In my notes, you can find out the answers. Right? So, winding up, stay safe, stay home, and take care of yourself. Bye.